Hey everybody, it's Angel from Halo Inspirations calling all cherubs. It's Cherub Chit Chat. Whoop whoop. And I want to wish you all a most happy May Day. Love me some May Day. I'm kind of curious. So I was reading something and I thought about this last year, and it's funny how it sneaks up on you every year, kind of like Christmas. But do any of y'all have memories related to May Day when you were younger? Just out of curiosity. But hello there, Miss Sherry, and anybody else who is out there in the world, whether it's on Facebook, which it's working. Woohoo! I'm so glad. I thought I was going to have to chit chat on the thing today. It was a little slower getting started. But yes, well, that's weird. I got two videos going here at the same time. So, yes, do you have any memories related to May Day? Hello, Miss Sherry. How you doing? Do you have a memory? Just out of curiosity. So it sparked it because, and it comes around every single year. All the articles, blogs, emails, all the things. Next year I'm going to do something with it. I put it on the whiteboard. That's how I keep myself straight. But they all wrap around the idea on, what do we call that? Oh, when you ring the doorbell and run? Ditch and run? No. Ring and ditch? No. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No memory? You never did nothing? Now, I don't know if this happened on May Day, but I remember the maypole. I don't know. I know it happened in May, but that might be the 3rd, right? But the maypole where you have the streamers and you have to run weaving in and out of each other, and then it wraps along. Yeah, that's where my head goes when I think about May as a kid. May around the 1st. I don't know if that happened on May Day though. But just out of curiosity, just loving that. So, happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. I need to start wearing my camel earrings. I do have some. My mom bought me some because she knows. Well, we have a family joke. So, my son's name is Michael, right? So, the Geico commercial, with the camel. I don't want to get any copyright infringements because some people like to hit the button. Yeah, so we always sing that on Wednesdays, the little commercial. And then I love me some Wednesday because it's hump day. Whoop, whoop. And so she bought me these camel earrings. They're so cute. Just little tiny camel earrings. So happy hump day. Happy May Day. Maybe you don't have memories of you when you were younger, but maybe you participate in something now. Boy, that'd be a lot more fun. So today is Cherub Chit Chat. So first and foremost, we're going to go through some quilty inspiration, some stitchy goodness. And then I did bring a product with me to share with you. It's very popular here at Halo at the quilt shop. And I have yet to show you anything with it. So I'm going to do it here. Eventually I'll do something else. I'll probably do a product demo later. But I wanted to do something here because I've been talking about it for about a month and never with you guys. So we're going to have a little fun. So at any rate, but first is the most fun because we get to talk about quilty goodness. So let's just jump right in. I have several today. We are going to... What is that? Uh-oh. It says image, but I don't know if anything's connected to it. This is good. This is good. Oh, I know what it is, I think. Okay, just forgot to name it. Okay, so the first one is... Thank you, Miss Sherry, for posting the True Cut. Yes, that's what we're going to be talking about. At any rate, so we are going to start with Miss Sherry. So she made this quilt for her husband, and y'all got to see this. So it's May, guys. Okay, it's May. And comes along with May is Memorial Day, red, white, and blue, for those in the United States. 4th of July, red, white, and blue, for those in the United States. But I want to say, minus the backing, if you are from a country that uses red, white, and blue and various things, it could work. So I wanted to share it first. So here is, oh, I got to share this one. This picture is the full front. And I kept this picture, oh, you can't see it. Well, darn. Let's get out of that. Okay, so I kept this picture. I'm going to make it a little bigger because you can see her little kitty. Who doesn't love kitties and quilts? So, Sherry, what's the kitty's name? It's a pretty kitty. But isn't that gorgeous? Now, of course, it couldn't work unless you're United States with the center, but you could always put something that is related to your own country right there in the middle. But the stars are absolutely gorgeous. Yes, Miss Penny is the kitty's name. Oh, that's so sweet. Super sweet. Love it. Yes, she is so sweet. But I love what you did with this. And you did share a little bit closer on the center with the stars. I mean, look at those things, guys. They are gorgeous. What a absolute fun quilt. And I got to tell you, without really blowing it up too big, the smaller stars far away, they make a good, the colorway seems to be very well done for even England. I just love this. Love the truck. Love this. You did a good job. And of course, she always shares her backings with us. So the backing that she chose, those are actually cadences that the military uses, which is always fun. So that comes in, I think it's 4 colorways. Red, green, blue, and yellow, I believe. The yellow's the one I'm questioning. But I think it's yellow. It's called Coming Home, and it has 4, if there's yellow, are with the cadences. And if you have a soldier, sailor, Marine, Coast Guard member, who am I missing? Air Force. Oh, sorry, Leah. Then then you might recognize some of these. And there are no profanity in them. They're not those cadences. They're done very, very nicely. So very well done, Miss Sherry. Thank you for sharing. Very inspiring, especially since we're coming up on the holidays with the red, white, and blue time here in the United States. So this next one also kind of interesting. So this is a local cherub, and she has why do I have 2 of them labeled the same? How fun is that? Oh, the phone is ringing. FYI, if you're trying to call me, I'm alive here. So this young woman actually has made a quilt using her husband's uniforms. He retired, I want to say last week they were in, from the Navy. Congratulations to you and your husband, and thank you both for your service. But she made this out of his uniforms and surprised him. He had no idea. And she pieced it, and her mama quilted it. Oh my God, y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Boom. So, isn't that so cool? I did take a picture of the back, which will show you the front also a little closer. But isn't that just spectacular? So there is the front. Oh, yes. And there is the back. And so you can see the dark blue with the gray in it. Those are his blue colored uniforms. And then you have some print fabric, of course, in a light beige. But then the green is his green colored uniforms. Now, I'm not married to anybody in the Navy, don't know anybody in the Navy. We're all Army on this side of the house. So I am not even going to pretend to know what those uniforms are called in their world. But, and then you can see her backing that she chose. Just gorgeous. So gorgeous. Yes, Miss Sherry, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. So thank you, thank you to that local. I always forget with the locals to ask if I can share their first name. I know that sounds really weird, but you know, I don't know. So at any rate, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you sharing your beautiful retirement quilt. Lots of beauty there. This is another local cherub. Now, it was really fun. So in July, in the middle of July, we just opened the brick and mortar. And during our grand opening, we had giveaways, whether they were given by us or we had a lot of vendors that actually participated and gave us gifts to give, free stuff. And this one, she won this fabric. And she brought it in to show me what she did with one of the things. She made 2 quilts, but this was one of them. And y'all, super cute. Love it. So the red is actually not from us, or the stop border in between. I don't know, I guess maybe gray. And neither are the big patched beige colors. It's all the 4 patches. And it came from a line, something to do with chickens and farm. Something to do, maybe it was farm chick or chick farm. No, farm chick maybe. It's been a while. But it is so super cute. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but the red actually has like a chicken wire print on the red. So cute. So cute. Absolutely love it. I was so touched that she brought that in to share with us what she made. But how inspirational to take, it was a 10-inch square pack, and cut her on up and just put something larger in between. And I mean, it just turned out so awesome. Great inspiration. Something really fun and easy to do. I think that'd make a good scrap buster too, if you were, with a whole bunch of 5-inch or 10-inch left and you could mix and match them up. I think this is a great idea. The other one she did wasn't a 4 patch with a solid patch. It had rectangles and squares, and it was really cute too. She did a great job on both, which is nice. She got 2 quilts out of 1 pack. What? Okay. The next one here is from our Lori. She actually got this into me today. I got to speak with her on the phone. I don't know if she's in here or not. I have some lurkers, and we always love our lurkers. Thank you. But Miss Lori actually, she has 2 y'all. Okay, couple of things that you're going to appreciate here. I'm going to have to pull up my email. The first thing is these 2 quilts are the first quilts that her daughter ever made. This is going to blow your mind, okay? Second of all, it's very inspirational because if I'm correct, they're both panels. I know one is, because as soon as you see it, y'all are going to know what it is. I love what she did with it. But these are 2 really good, solid inspirations on things you can do with panels. Seriously, this is her first 2 quilts. So the first one I'm going to share with you, I hope, is her very first quilt. And let me pull up the email, because then I don't tell you lies. Okay. Yep, they're both quilt panels. Okay. So this is the very first one. She used a Donna Jordan pattern. Okay. Didn't realize that's where it came from, right? And she said she chose no help from her mom. So Lori is an avid quilter. Okay. beautifully. Beautiful work. So her daughter, though, chose no help from her. This is for real. Okay, so this is her first, so I need to quit talking, right? Yes, we know that to be a dream big. We all love those, don't we? They're still popular. You cannot go wrong with one of these things. But I love what she did on the top and bottom. I love this. I think it's extremely inspirational, but like I did say, it's a Donna Jordan pattern. So now I got to go look because you know those, well, they're not always free, but most of them, if it's on YouTube, it's free. I think. No, that's not necessarily true too. Never mind. I'm going to go see if I can find this sucker though. So thank you so much for sharing this. That is her first quilt. Okay, that's her first one. Choosing no help from her mama. All right, now y'all ready? Here's her second one. I don't know if there's a pattern link with this one. And she's given it to Lori, her mother, to practice as a practice piece to learn how to do quilting on her machine. Okay, so now I can get out of my email. All right, let me turn that on for you. Ready? Are you ready? This is exciting. Oh, yeah, everything matches perfectly. Great job. Right, Sherry? This is crazy. This is her second quilt. Now, inquiring minds want to know, what is that on the bottom? If she pieced that, I am going to be like, I'm going to feel like a slacker here. That is absolutely incredible. And you know what? I saw something recently. I keep shaking the camera. I'm so sorry. I thought I pulled the camera back far enough, but obviously I didn't. But I saw something recently with a panel. It was very well done. And it's just was a simple strip. First quilts. That's amazing. Right, Sherry? This is absolutely incredible. This is incredible. I'm just saying. It's absolutely incredible. But it just had a very simple black strips. Like they cut into the panel to place them. But it was just 4. I love this. And you know what? I don't know how she pieced it. I'm only going to guess. If those, I don't know. I don't know if that panel has the black. I wish Lori was here. I don't know. And if you watch the hashtag replay, can you answer this for me? I want to assume the panel is without the black lines. They look like strips of fabric to me. And that tells me that it's a strong possibility that she cut those strips and added them in. Which means, I don't know how many are there, 10? All long seams. What? Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know her name, but Lori's Dot, you are such a natural. And for your first 2 quilts, I cannot wait to see your 200th because this is amazing. I'm in utter awe. Truly. Yeah, truly. So thank you, Miss Lori. Can you let her know that we said thank you? They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Job well done. Congrats. And welcome to the quilting community. The next one's another one from another local. Now this, I normally crop the pictures if I can to take away some of the background noise. But I wanted you to see how big this quilt is. Okay, now this particular local cherub, she's a wealth of information, okay, especially with hand stitching. she's been in many show contest stuff. She hand stitches with a group of ladies. She's been doing this for years. I mean, her work is amazing, and she's just a plethora of inspiration and knowledge. But this one she made using rag quilting. Okay, so I wanted you to see the size of this. And what's very interesting is you can see the half square triangles where the heart and the kitty cat's neck come in, and of course at the top where the ears. This thing, the person holding it is my husband, who is 6 feet tall, so it's bigger. It's big. Okay, he had issues. This thing is monstrous. It's absolutely amazing. But the half square triangles, the tricky part for her was where all of the 4 seams came together, but she did it, and it turned out so awesome. So awesome. But I had to show you the whole thing. I would have cropped it normally, but it would have given you no impression on how big this thing is. And for a rag quilt, that's some weight, but it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for allowing us to share. So there you go, guys. Another piece of inspiration, because I've done at least 2 rag quilts on this channel. Nothing this big though. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's such a fun, well, I'd say easy-er type of quilt to make, but I'm with you on the half square triangles. That's pretty intense. I'll have to get more details again on how what she ended up having to do. And when I find out, I'll have to blow up a half square triangle for you. We can chit chat about it because it's interesting. So last but not least, I'm actually going to share one that I finished, and it's for the quilt shop. We used a line that came in. It's called Valentine Wishes. It's by Stacy West of Buttermilk Basin for Henry Glass. So this actually is a free pattern on the Henry Glass website. Okay, free. Did I say that right? Yeah, I did. What I love about it, well, number one, Stacy is the designer of the pattern, and I think the thing I love about this pattern is it can be done in various different colorways. Like I could so do this in yellow, or even red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Oh, we could even do a rainbow. That might be fun. I might have to do this one again. Because on the diagonal, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different rows. And if you did one row for a colorway, that'd be pretty cool. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, my first thought was in blues, was my first one. Now, the fabric that I used, most of it I used came from the Be Valentines, but in the pattern there's some that she had, I think they're part of one of her basic lines. I didn't have any of those, so I utilized, and I think it's just 2 fabrics. Yeah, I think it's just 2. No, 1, yeah, just 2 fabrics. So I used watercolor painter's watercolor swirl. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? No. It's for Riley Blake. It's a basic line, and we do carry it. And I used a pink, a very light pink, and the off-white. But everything else is from Stacy West's Valentine Wishes. And I will tell you, in my opinion, the only fabric that I really consider Valentine-y, and you could get away with it, is the one that's white, that's sitting in the middle of the, it's a square and square, right? So it's sitting in the middle of that. The white fabric, it's got some red print. It's what it is. It's got cherubs and hearts. I mean, if you're on YouTube and you can see that. So you could even replace that and still use the other fabrics. But also the point is those fabrics can be used in a lot of places. They're very, very well done, very elegant, nice color, just beautiful fabric. So Valentine Wishes by Stacy West of Buttermilk Basin, which we love us some Stacy. Miss you. Hope to see you soon. All right. So that concludes the quilty kindness. So at any rate here, what do we got? I want to say thank you to Miss Sherry, of course, and thank you, Sherry, for watching all the things. Oh, here we go. Hello, Miss Ann. Glad to see you. Love the heart. Yep. Love the colors. So pretty. Where do you get the pattern? It's on the Henry Glass website. So if you go to Henry Glass Company, I'm trying to remember what they call it. There's several tabs, right? So you can see the fabrics that are coming or what's already out. So there's a fabric one, and then I can't remember if they call it projects or inspiration, because I go to a lot of different manufacturers' websites. A lot of people don't realize there are free patterns out there from them. Now, it's fun because if you bought something or you were looking at a certain fabric line, there's a lot of times that you have free patterns that they give to you that you can use those lines with, or you can switch it up with your own. And you gotta love when they give you free stuff. So it's called Valentine Wishes. I don't know if you search on their website. I had issues with that at the beginning. And there's actually 2 patterns that are free with this particular line. And that I didn't see the other one when I first did this. I went ahead and chose that one. And I will also tell you, yep, no worries, Miss Ann. I will also tell you that there are a number of flying geese in that pattern. And if I recreate it with another fabric line, I will do it with foundation paper piecing. It's been a hot minute since I made that many flying geese. And yeah, that was fun. I think I'd rather, I'm sorry. I think I'd rather go, with paper. So just a little tip. If you like foundation paper piecing. I used to not mind flying geese, but I don't know what it is. Now, I guess I've just been spoiled with not doing them for a while. So thank you, Miss Sherry. Thank you to all of our local cherubs, and thank you to Miss Lori. I appreciate it. Okay, so moving forward, your inspiration is greatly appreciated, truly. So we have become grace dealers over here at Halo. And one of the things that people don't realize is that they are actually the manufacturer of True Cuts. Now, I have a couple of rotary blades here, and I will tell you this is the one I'm going to be talking about. And, of course, some other goodies, okay? So I am going to bring you underneath the camera. And trying to decide if this is really where I want to go, but I do want to go there. Okay. I got all kinds of stuff over here, guys. Okay, so let me switch cameras here. Okay. Okay. Oh, that looks crooked. Good thing I'm checking. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this, and of course I said it okay like 50,000 times. I'm so sorry. This is actually the True Cut My Comfort, okay? And you can see it is shaped a little different. Now, it is highly encouraged that you hold it like this. It's okay though if you do like this or like this. It's whatever is comfortable for you. But the really cool thing is that when you put it like so, it puts it in your palm, right there smack in the middle of your palm, okay? Now, funny story, so when we first became Grace dealers, they gave us one of these along with a ruler and to try it out. And my son, he did most of the cutting. So at first he was just holding, I think like this. And I said, no, try it the other way. He loves this. Between my son and my husband, they will not use any other rotary cutter, and they will not use any other ruler. Okay, I still use my Big Easy because I like to see that I'm cutting straight at 12.5 inches long. So I am still using my Big Easy. Now, eventually I will get myself another one of these because currently the way we have it, it is designed to be with the rulers. Now, I will tell you, let me just talk about this first, okay? So it has a great big black area here, right? So this is to hook onto the ruler, and I will show you that in just a little bit. But let's say, and just to activate the blade, guys, you reach over here and you just slide that up and your blade is ready to go, okay? Close it up and it is safe. So if you need to change your blade or you need to change the head, you simply see this little thingy. There's a little thingy right there, right? You just simply pull it and boom. You can change your blade. Look, I need to clean it. Yes, this thing is used a lot, okay? So you just then simply change your blade out, okay? Now I just want to do this real quick. And boom, you're ready to cut again. Very easy. Very well done. Very easy. Now, it doesn't come loaded with this particular big black thing. It actually comes loaded with this one. Okay. So you very just simply switch them out. And you're ready to go. Now, what is this head? This head is so that you can use it with any ruler, okay? This head is to use with their rulers, which I'm going to show you in a second. So that's what the scoop is on that. This is actually what the packaging looks like, okay? So you see it comes with that smaller head, but it also comes with the larger one to use with the True Cut system, okay? Now, before I move into that ruler, I'm going to switch back. Now, if you were left-handed, you can switch sides of these things right here. I'm trying not to push too hard because then it'll, there we go. You can flip them around so you can use this with your left hand, okay? Just so y'all know, this is adaptable. All right. The last thing I want to share with this really cool little fun, awesome rotary cutter. Oh, good. She's downloading the pattern. You're very welcome. The other cool thing about this is this handle right here. Okay. So you see in there, I think you can see, I've got nice, there we go, True Cut, it says, right? Easy, safe, and accurate. All right. Well, there's a little thingy thing. I don't know, it's a technical term, guys. Little clip holder thing. So you can pop that off, and then you can use this as a template, and you can design something to put in there. You can write on this. You can, the other side does it too, so you can flip them around and just write on the back. You can put fabric in there. You can do something super fancy with your name on it. So if you go to a retreat or you go to a class and there's more than one person that has this ruler, you know exactly whose ruler this is. But see, they both do it. So then you just snap it back on, put it together, and you'll have something very custom. Maybe you just want it to look cute. Put some little scrippy scraps in there. That might be fun. Like make a little crumb piecing. That'd be pretty. So this thing is absolutely amazing. And like I said, my husband and my son will not use, unless they absolutely have to, which never happens, they will only use this cutter with the ruler that it's designed to go with. So let's talk about the rulers, okay? Oh, before I do, it does come, they do have a straight cut one. I just want to make you aware of that. Some people really do like this type and style. And again, it comes with a smaller head so that it can be used with any ruler. And then it also comes with the larger head so you can use it with the True Cut system, okay? So let's talk about the rulers. This one is, I don't have this one in stock yet, just so you know. This is I think the only one I don't have in stock yet. So this is a, I don't even know, what is this? 3.5 by, no, it's 3 by 8. It's a good size to have, by the way. Now, it's going to be hard for me to show you on camera. I'm going to try. Let's see if I put something underneath. Maybe a little darker cut. No. It's hard to see, but there is a, oh, maybe if I turn it this way. Ha. Okay. There's a lip. See how that's coming up on the side and then it goes? Okay. There's a lip right here and it's on both sides. Okay. So, they're all of their rulers are made like this. And if you have the correct head on, what is really nice, okay, is that it just simply, there we go, hooks onto, and there's some great pictures on our website on the product so you can actually see this, but it hooks right inside there. Now, have you ever cut and you go at the end? You know how you go outside? Have you done that? I can't tell you how many times I've done that. So what this does, making sure my blade's loaded, what this does is it actually keeps you straight all the way through because you're connected on the ruler. Of course, I didn't push hard enough. I'm sitting down. Not a good idea. There you go. And it prevents you from doing the right. Now notice I'm having trouble turning, and no, oh, there you go. Watch that. So it see how it sticks to the fabric? That's something else I'm going to show you that I have on this ruler that they make, okay? So there we go. Boom. And you're going to be straight all the way to the end just simply because you're connected on that lip with the rotary cutter. Okay, very cool feature, not gonna lie. Now you're probably wondering how this is happening. Let's try this. I got another ruler, my favorite brand. It was my first love, let me just say. So notice when I slide it, the fabric doesn't go with it. Now, of course, Creative Grids, I use Big Easy like nuts. I love my Big Easy. I love Creative Grids. It has the little thingy things underneath to grip. So when you push, it won't, and I'm pushing so hard that the camera's rocking. I'm so sorry. But of course it will stay better, right? But I will tell you, this is amazing. How is that happening? And it works too on the cutting mat. So of course, if I'm just, it's a little bit harder. It goes a little slower. Okay. It won't move if I give it a good tug. That's why I've learned to pick them up. This one moves a lot easier, right? Now, if I push, it doesn't move as much or at all, okay? But this sucker, man, you just have to put a little pressure on it. Now, how is that happening? I don't think you can get oh, you can. maybe. I don't know. So it is these see-through sticker things. Okay, that's what I call them. Another technical term. Okay. And they are, they're gripping. They are actually called true grips. And I have put on this ruler, I have put 4 large ones, and I have to look, and 2 small ones. Okay. So they can be put on any ruler. So I have put some on my Big Easy. Now, y'all know I have been using a, what do you call that thing? A dumbbell to keep it down at the end since years. For years I've been doing that. I don't need the dumbbell anymore. I'm serious. Okay. I have them all over the place. So this one's mine. I used it to put some grippies on here. So this is actually, I know it's going to be hard to see again. So this is actually what it comes on. And I'll pull one off. So this is a large one. Okay. And you can see the hole in the middle. Sometimes when you pull it, the hole will come with it, but it's okay. The hole's actually on the paper still. And can you see that? That's a small one. Okay. So you get 15 larges and 15 smalls, because naturally if there's 15 large circles and these are the inners, then of course you'd have 15 small. But that's exactly what I just put on this, but I just put them in the 4 spots, and oh, I used 3 smalls. Yeah, see, they're hard to see, and they definitely, you can't see them. They don't do anything to deter away from seeing into the fabric or on your fabric. And you know, look at that. I'm trying to do it where I'm not hardly holding. See, it sticks, guys. They are amazing. If anything, this is the best thing since sliced bread, are these true grips. Thank you, Grace. So I do also want to say that I like, because you know I'm all about, you know, having a ruler that I can see all the way up with markings. So they are all the way up, all the way down. We do have halves, quarters, and eighths, so that's a bonus. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask me, what are the holes for? I honestly think it's twofold. I'm going to show you something. Okay. I'm going to do it twice. But one of the things is it allows you to mark the fabric in the open spaces. That's what they tell us. Okay. The other thing, I think it's part of the design. And every time they did this to me, they've done this. Do I sell true cut rulers? Yes, ma'am. I sure do. And the rotary blades. We sell the true cut system. We have a lot of stuff in true cut. If they make it, we have it. Minus this ruler right here. It's coming though. It's coming. So the other thing I like about this is, well, I'm going to drop. Now, if we did that with a lot of other rulers, we know that would crack or chip, right? Yeah. We got nothing. They done this to me twice. First time was at Houston. Second time it was here in Hampton Roads. And both times I about jumped out of my skin because it was a concrete floor both times. And when you see a ruler go flying, you know your heart sinks, right? They're hard to break. That's the point. They're hard to chip. And I will tell you what I think too. Now, we've been using these for about a month. And I will also tell you we have yet to change our blade. They have a sharpener, but it needs to be duller and ready to change before we try it. Never tried one. We're going to experiment with it. I will give you details in the future. But the other thing about this is, you know how after time, let's see if this one has one. And it's not the ruler's fault. It's your fault. Okay. This one actually looks pretty good. And no, I'm not going to drop this ruler. Let me see. But you know, Yeah, this one's actually pretty good. I have another one. It's not so good. That's why I have two. So a lot of times I'm bringing this out. So a lot of, oh, there is a little nick. Okay, you know how you can nick it and after a while you shave it and then when you're cutting and you're cutting, you'll notice it on the next block or on, when you're looking at it that you have a little nick because it ain't a straight line when you cut it. We all been there. We all have to replace those rulers. What I'm thinking with this one, because you're attaching it to the ruler before and it sits in here, it's preventing you from skinning the ruler. Now, I'm not going to say it couldn't happen because I'm sure one of us quilters, i.e. me included, can surely find a way to screw this up. But I think with the design of how this is, I don't think you'll scratch it the same as if we do a regular ruler. I will let you know in about a year's time. Especially with the one that we use in the quilt shop, because we use the 3.5, the 6.5 by 24.5. My husband and Eric do. That's the only ruler because it goes with this rotary cutter. This thing is absolutely amazing. Grace has really done a great job. I still love that, if I need to change the blade, yeah. I mean, who doesn't love that? And the straight cut one does it too. They have the same ability to change the blade the same way. Just an FYI. So that is my scoop, guys. And I will say we have 3 rectangulars in the house. I'm really curious about using this one. It is a 3 by 18. I think that's an interesting length and size. I think I can get behind that. And I love that they have these little places. See, I don't know if it was meant for that, but I always put the round stickies in circle places. Okay, the True Grips. I need to call them the right name. And then this one is a, what is this? A 6.5 by 12.5. So we have that one. And then, of course, the 6.5 by 24.5. And then we have, I'll just keep going. Then we have 3, let me come back at you. So I'm not speaking to like I'm, there we go. Okay. There we go. We also have 3 squares, 6.5, 9.5, which I think is an interesting size. Now I'm going to get the scoop on why 9.5. Somebody's always got a story. So the next time I talk to my account executive, that's the next question. Why 9.5? That's a very interesting size. Now it's big enough for 8. It's going to be overage. That's good for me. So anyway, we have a 6.5, a 9.5, and a 12.5. Those are the 3 squares that we have currently. There's also a quilter's combo, and it comes with a 6.5 by 24.5. I think it might be 6 by 24. I really need to look. Because I'm saying half, but it's 6.5 and 9.5, and it's got to be 6.5 by 24.5. But then it comes with a pack of grippies, and it also comes with my Comfort rotary cutter. Okay, so it's all put together in a package. So there's the true part of the True Cut system. Man, we've got a lot of fun things to play with. I mean, Sherry, I know. Thank you, Sherry, for dropping the True Cut. I know that Sherry is a gadget girl. So she's going to be living vicariously when I'm playing with some of these new tools. I got some more stuff to share. So that it's just not all about rulers and rotary cutters that are like this. I'll just say that. So more to come with True Cut. We'll have more fun with that. Then yes, last on the list, guys. Okay, I'm going to end up doing another video again. Besides, like I did say, I'm going to do just a demo on the True Cut system. But I'm also going to do this video related to Shop Hop that's coming up. If you are anywhere in these 6 states, Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey, Maryland, West Virginia, or Virginia, there this summer, starting July 1 through August 31st, is the first all Mid-Atlantic Shop Hop. Okay? So some people don't even know what a Shop Hop is. What it is it's a way to support quilt shops and have fun doing it. Okay? What happens is you need a passport. It just so happens there is a passport in the magazine, which I'm going to throw a picture up here. I do have a pic. Now, I don't have the magazine because it doesn't come out till middle of this month. However, there's a passport in the magazine. There's also, as you can see on the cover, 6 patterns included. It lists all 96 shops that are participating. 96 shops, guys. So every time you go to a store that is participating in the All Mid-Atlantic Shop Hop, you will get a little square of fabric. I think it's 4.5 inches. I think. And each square at each shop is different. It will have the shop's name and the city and state, and it'll have some kind of a cute center. Some awesome. Thank you, Miss Black. Glad to see you, girly. So got distracted. It always distracts me. 4.5 inch. It has a little each shop hop will have some kind of a theme related to each block. So there's a theme with each block, but each block is different. Okay. So you'll get a block, and then you will also get a, I don't know if it's a stamp, like sticky stamp, or if it's like a rubber stamp. I don't know that yet. Okay. But you get your passport stamped when you go. And what that does is it allows you to have access to the prizes. What? There's prizes? Yeah. There's prizes. Okay. So if you go to all 96 stores, of course there's a great big, there's there's big prizes with that one. And you also will get it's a larger square. I don't know how big it is, but it is a larger square for the overall shop hop. Okay. It's 1 square and you will get that. I believe you can also purchase those too, though. Okay. If so, I'll be letting you know that for sure, because I'll be buying one too. So what they have done, because it's really hard to go to 96 stores, although I will tell you, there are some real quilters out there that are gung-ho to hit all 96. And man, we all need to air high five them. Okay. Because that is amazing to be able to do 96 stores in 2 months. However, they have broken us down into regions. Inside the magazine, it will let you know what the regions are and which store falls into those regions. If you go to all the shops in that region, then you are eligible for a regional prize and a regional block. And I don't think we can buy the regional blocks, from my understanding. If I'm wrong on any of this, I'll be letting you know, okay? But you get a stamp, get in all the shops, okay? In that region, you can be put up for regional prizes. Now, I got to tell you guys, we have some really big manufacturers that have joined forces, and there are some amazing prizes. So, yes, inside. So Sherry has dropped on Facebook, at least, she has dropped, she might have done it. Sherry, can you see that? We've got a troll. Um, any rate, so she has dropped the place for the magazine to pre-purchase. We're pre-selling because they tend to sell out. Okay, so you can pre-purchase them. They are $11.95, but I'm going to say two things about that in just a second. On our website where you would purchase the magazine from, it also has a place for you to go to the All Mid-Atlantic Shop Hop website, and it'll tell you about the prices. It'll tell you about how things work. It'll tell you a lot of information. It even has a list of all the shops. It has a place, and if you put your state in there, you can narrow it down into state areas so that you can see what's local to you, which brings me to the second part of this magazine thing. I would so encourage you, if you live in any one of those 6 states and you are going to go to any of these shops during the shop hop, which your quilt shops would love you for naturally, I will encourage you to buy your magazine from your local participating shop hop quilt store, okay? Because all of the proceeds go back to the quilt shop. So, we have to fork money forward to participate, and that money from the magazines comes back to us. So understanding that, I want you to support your local quilt shop that is participating and get your magazine from them. There are so many quilt shops that are doing the pre-sales, or pre-orders is what I'm calling them, for the magazine, because they tend to go, okay. That's where I would do it if you are going to buy a magazine. Buy it from yours. Again, the states are Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. So you can go onto that website, the All Mid-Atlantic ShopHop.com. I think that's actually the name of it. And you can check out if something local to you is participating. Your quilt shop will thank you. Okay. There will also be, besides you getting a block, now that comes to you free when you visit the store and you're participator, okay? But there's also exclusive fabrics that are only put out during the shop hop. We do not get those until sometime this month. Once they are in the house, we are allowed to pre-sell it or pre-order it, but you cannot have it in your hands until the 1st of July. So, lots of quilt shops have the fabric, so you'll be able to check it out, especially, again, use your local quilt shop if they are participating. Thank you. Oh, look at you. You are the bomb. You figured it out. Air high five to you. Good for you. Thank you. Oh, and you can block them too, right? That's a no end. This is our first troll for Miss Sherry. Michael's had a couple, but this is Miss Sherry's first one. So at any rate, how fun is that? But at any rate, so exclusive fabric, you'll get a little that you can purchase. There'll be, and it's by Benartex. Benartex is actually the one who has put together the fabric lines. I think, if my memory serves me correctly, and I could be wrong, I think there are 8 SKUs. If I'm wrong, there are more, but I think there are 8. Oh, yeah, you got to block him. So, at any rate, plenty of funness. Plenty of funness that we look forward to sharing with you. So, grab your magazine from your local quilt shop, and we will all say thank you. And we look forward to seeing you from July 1 through August 31st, okay, for the shop hop. We're going to be shop hopping. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. That was our live Cherub Chit Chat. I'm so glad y'all came by and stopped in. Thank you so much, Ann. Thank you so much, Miss Black, glad to see you, of course, and anybody else who's followed along. And thank you, I've got to say it one more time, to Miss Sherry and Christy. Oh, I just said it. Miss Sherry and 3 of our local cherubs, and also Miss Lori. And yes, thank you, Stacy West, for your inspiration with your beautiful free pattern that you gave to us with your beautiful line, Valentine Wishes. Appreciate that. But at any rate, so thank you all, and thank you, Sherry, for monitoring this wonderful person, and for the rest of the channel, and putting out all of the wonderful links for all of us to be able to find things a little easier. And we will be back this month with binding, machine binding, our sewing machine mat. I'm doing this because that's where my sewing machine mat is. So we're going to be machine binding it this month. So look forward to the What's Happening tab on the website at haloinspired.com. Under What's Happening, that'll tell you when the next Cherub Chit Chat is, which is usually the first Wednesday of the month. It'll also tell you any video drops that may be happening also during the month. So check it out. I'll see you this month with machine binding. And yeah, until next time, guys, I wish you all a happy May Day. And may you all continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful. Never stop believing, and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. We love y'all. Happy quilting. Happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. And we will see you all soon.